Hi everyone, hi everyone, hi everyone. How are you doing today? Brought you down to my level a little bit instead of being up there because I wanted to have a cup of tea with you. Honestly, it's been a while since me and you have sat down and just had a ramble about life and about what's been going on. So I thought that maybe me and you can just catch up and see what kind of topics become available. Um, Before we get started, I do want to light a candle. I went to light this candle because around the summertime, I always get really excited about the pine and scents, the sage scents, or the balsam scents. And this one, which as you can hear, is kind of empty. This one is the Threshold Forest Fir scented candle, and it says 6-ounce soy wax blend. If you can see that right here, Forest Fir 6-ounce blend soy wax. This, I really like this candle. Actually, this was only $5 at Target. They had a whole bunch of smaller candles in there. They're probably already gone, but I got 2 of the $5 ones, and then I set them on each nightstand, and they burned for like 2 weeks because I work from home. I create content from home, and I just burn them all of the time. I'm really surprised these lasted. So when I went back, can you hear the difference in an empty candle versus empty? Full. Empty and full, can you hear the difference? Tapping on the tops of candle lids for some reason gives me a lot of ASMR tingles in real life. So I should probably start off by saying, if you are new here, which a lot of you are, because we just hit, I think it was 3,700 subscribers at the time of me filming this, which may not seem like a lot in the grand scheme of things, but that is a lot to me. Imagine 3,700 people in a room or in a stadium. That's a lot of people. So I like to think about, well, actually, I don't like to think about that when I'm filming videos, but I just wanted to kind of say thank you for subscribing. I started out making ASMR videos because I just hit my leg on the bottom of that table and I'm leaving it in. This is a ramble. This is not the most professional of videos. I started out making ASMR videos because of my mental health. ASMR, creating it, helped my mental health. Filming it also helped my mental health, and then I also got the satisfaction of people commenting, saying that it was helping them. So then I wanted to keep going. With that being said, every once in a while I like to do these ASMR ramble check-in updates to kind of tell you about my life, ask you about yours. If you want to put something in the comments below on this video specifically, I am going to pay attention to the comments and try to respond to everyone that does want to talk about it. But I just kind of wanted to check in, see how you're doing. Let's go ahead and light this candle. I could smell that all day. Probably will. This is a double wick candle. This one says scented soy candle, balsam fir, infused with essential oils, 5.1 ounces, 430 grams. So, let's light. Balsam fir candle. Balsam fir candle. Balsam fir candle. Now I'm going to place this right down in between me and you. Now, picking my tea back up because I'm excited to drink it. Okay, so, I made for you one of what I have. I really like green tea that also has a bag of peppermint tea in it, and then honey in it as well. I usually do like 2 teaspoons of honey, and then if I'm really wanting something sweet instead of eating chocolate or something, I'll put in a lot of honey into tea. But I've been drinking green tea instead of coffee for a long time. I still drink coffee every once in a while, but if I drink it every day, it gives me, I'm so sorry. If I drink it every day, it gives me anxiety. I'm not able to sleep at night. I get restless. My chest starts hurting all day, every day, and panic attacks start. So quitting caffeine helped that tremendously. Tremendously. I don't know what words I tried to put together, but I quit coffee. I drink a Coke every once in a while, so I probably shouldn't say that I quit caffeine. And technically, there's caffeine in tea. It's just like not hardly any. So that's okay. So, I have a couple of things that we can talk about. I'm going to start on the non-serious notes. I have been uploading all of my videos onto Spotify and Apple Music, which is also linked in the description box of this video. So it does actually help me out if you watch them. Also, if you want to listen to stuff without ads, I usually wait a couple weeks until after the YouTube video comes out. So that way, I'm not, I'm still making money. I'm trying not to be poor here. I also am going to try to start posting videos on this channel 2 to 3 times a week. I honestly think that if I maintain a healthy balance for everything, and I schedule a time when I need to film, I pre-plan the videos ahead of time so that way I'm ready to go, then okay. I have a setup. I've made a studio setup that I can just keep up all of the time, and I can just move and shift the camera to wherever I want it to be, depending on what angle in the room I want to film. So I really do think that that will help me more than anything, because it took at least an hour for me to set everything up, get everything exactly how I wanted it to be, and then it took me, I don't even know how long to take it down after I finished filming. So if I am able to have a system where I can pre-plan my videos, bulk film them, and then edit them out for every week, then I think I'll be golden and I can get you guys some more content. On top of that, I'm going to start doing ASMR Let's Plays. on here for live streams, but only for live streams. I'm not going to fill up the video section with gaming. I don't think that that's right to do, but I do think that I can keep the video section strictly ASMR videos, and then I can have an ASMR Let's Play live streams when I don't. When I want to be louder and I want to live stream that's not ASMR, I do stream on Twitch. You probably already know this. And I really like doing that. That gives me a lot of enjoyment, but I like live streaming on both because I like talking to my people. You're my people. You're my people. So, I'm doing all of that. On a more serious note, I could just chug this tea. On a more serious note, in the past, this tea is making the mint always makes my nose run. Always, so be careful. Take a drink. Be careful. You take a drink. You might want to wait a minute for it to get cool. On a more serious note, in the past, I used to burn myself out on videos and creating content because that's all I would do all the time, consistently, insistently, obsessively. I would just make content all the time. I would never plan ahead for it. I would film every single day. And I would get depressed because I would burn myself out. I wouldn't sleep. I would constantly worry about what kind of content you guys want. And that ended up, it hurt me in the long run because those things alone, they're fine. But they need to be done within the boundaries of what I can do to keep myself healthy. And I need to do them the right way. So, I am going to do this the right way. I am going to grow our community. I'm going to market our community. I would love for you to help me. But honestly, I just want to put out content that people enjoy. And I would love to be able to have the creative outlet of doing this for a living. I have talked about this a lot on this channel. I know all of you are very supportive and all of you like the quality of my content, and I want to be better, but I can't be better unless I have the money to buy better equipment. And I also need the money to be able to pay my bills so I can put the time into raising my quality with new equipment. And that is something that I definitely can do, but I'm going to have to work towards that a little bit. And then we'll do it. So, I'm excited to do that with you. I just recently went through a breakup. That's something that is personal. It's funny because I wasn't in a relationship for 5 years. And I decided to take a chance on somebody. We talked for 3 months before we decided that we liked each other and we wanted to be a couple. And then that last month, there were so many red flags. And I'm not going to air out my dirty laundry, but after a month exactly into actually being in a relationship, I was told that I had been let on for 4 months. And so I was just like, okay, come get your crap out of my apartment. Because it really hurt my feelings. And it's really shitty, but I'm glad that it happened now. So that I can work on myself and keep bettering myself and doing the things that I love to do. And I am just fine with being by myself until I find someone who loves me and loves me for the things that I love to do. Because if you like someone or if you love someone, you want them to be the best version of themselves. So you want them to do the things that they love to do and be the best at it and be the best person that they can be because of it. And if I don't find anything like that, I'm not going to settle. And if you don't find anything like that, you don't settle either. You hear me? Don't be scared to talk about your emotions. If talking about your emotions scares someone else, then that is a sign that they need to work on themselves and they're not ready for you yet. But if you talk about your emotions and someone openly communicates back with you on that, there you go. You got it. You have it. Also, my favorite animal is a snow leopard. So, I went to the zoo. Ironically, I went to the zoo on one of the dates that I had, and we ended up getting coffee mugs. And I got this one, and it has snow leopards on it. Can you see it? Isn't it cute? I love it so much. Gray is my favorite color. And snow leopards are generally not all white. They have gray patches and black patches and black spots on them. And the way that their fur is tinted, a lot of them look gray. So this gray, black, white, and blue, light blue color aesthetic is something that I really like. And I think this is probably my favorite mug. In other news, I am 2 classes away from getting my bachelor's degree in business. And I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what I'm gonna do with it. I want to have my own business creating content for you. And that's something I think I'm going to try to start getting serious about, like we just talked about. But aside from that, I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like I don't need it. I feel like I don't need my bachelor's degree because I have 10 years of experience in the field of doing what I'm doing right now. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do. But enough about me. I want you to put what you're feeling, what's going on in your life in the comment section below if you're comfortable doing so. And if you are comfortable doing so, then I'll respond to you. We'll talk about it together. But I am going to go ahead and let you go. I'm excited to see what type of content we can make together going forward. You can always suggest a video in any comment section of any video that I have, and if I can get to them, I will. I actually have a long list of videos that I am filming right now that all of you have requested, some of which have already come out by the time you're seeing this. So I just want to say I love you guys. I appreciate you. I am here for you, more now than I have ever been before. And let's do this. Good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.